Good afternoon. It's Billie from cloudy Florida. Cold, cloudy, wet, been raining 2 or 3 days now. Weather's not very good. I've been very poorly. I have taken residence in the throne room, in the loo, restroom, whatever you want to call it. But I've taken residence there for the past 24 hours. I don't know what's going on. Being real careful what I eat, and you know, babying myself with applesauce and rice, boiled eggs, anything to keep my stomach settled. Whew, it's been a rough one. No fever, no fever. Just can't stay out of the my new residence. But anyway, this will be a short one. I don't want to take up a lot of y'all's time. After reading some of the comments and stuff, a lot of people don't even watch a whole episode because it gets too bored, or that kind of stuff. So I'm going to try to condense my videos a little bit. I look so pale. I had to go in there and put on lipstick. It's like it's like in the old days, my old days, which my youth, couldn't go anywhere without putting on lipstick. It doesn't matter that I don't have my eyebrows on, because I don't have any eyebrows, but I can cover those up. Or makeup, but just to cover the lips. But I wanted to show you, one of my subscribers really liked my new named dolls, and I'm still going with slam it dolls or bitching dolls. I like bitching dolls because that's what they are. If you feel like bitching, you grab it and you slam it. So I kind of going with that. But anyway, so I told her I'd make her one. And she said something about, she felt like it would be great when he, and she could do, so I sort of made it into a guy. But here it is. Isn't he cute? And I don't know if you read that or not, but that's S.O.B., son of a bitch. So there he is. I put little shoes on him, little red shoes. I've never done that before. I just felt so bad last night. I hadn't done anything all day, and I just couldn't stand it. So I made him some little shoes, and made him a little scarf, S.O.B. on it. His little arms, and there's his hair sticking up. But I gave him some blue and yellow hair, and some blue bangs with his little blue eyes. See, he's got little blue eyes. I like blue eyes, I guess, because my father had bluish green eyes, my mother had brown eyes. 8 children. Every one of us had brown eyes. Now, could you believe that? Yeah, I guess so. But none of us got the blue eyes. But Daddy was the only one that had blue eyes. But he wore green, it looked green. If he had blue, he looked blue. So anyway, these are safety eyes, so I got those. I got a whole thing of safety eyes, and they have different colors in them. But they're not good for other things, like the manatee. That is a manatee. Man-O-T. My last video, I kept calling it a darn dolphin. But it is a manatee, which is, for our area anyway. And that's what I'm going to enter in the cow or whatever it is that Debbie and Karen are hosting. And it's really supposed to start in February, but it's going to take me about 2 months to do the darn tree. I'm still working on that. And I want it to look. You see how this looks? I kind of want the middle of the branch to be solid. Okay, so it's got to be real tiny, and then to kind of have these coming out from it. You know what I mean? Now, if you single crochet it, it makes it too wide and it looks funny. So I'm going to continue brainstorming that. But since I haven't felt that good for several days. I'm just, my brain is not working too good. So I finished this. Carrie, this is yours. Her name is Carrie, and I have to get in touch with her and let her know it's done, so I can get that in the mail to her. And Jane Wine was my partner in the swap with Llama Mama, and that hasn't gone out in the mail yet, but it will, so that you can get it on that special day. So don't you worry. We'll be going out. If I have to call the post office to come and get it. But anyway, this is my latest little doll. But I used this. This is the ice yarn that Debbie sent me. And you know what? It makes the best dolls. It's got cotton and acrylic in it, and it was so easy to do because from the top of the head to the tip of the toes is all one piece except for the arms. Arms are made separate and attached. But when I got down to, I'll show you the back. When you got down to this part, it was so easy to break it and start doing the legs, because I make that all one piece, and it's a lot easier to do that way. But he's all ready for Carrie, so I'll send her a message. What else? Oh, my neighbor came by, just checking on me the other day, and she said, do you want to show them the things you made for me? And I said, well, if you want me to show them, I'll show them. So I'm going to show them. So she brought them over, and she had requested a couple of tops, and I made them out of cotton, and I made these out of, I love this cotton yarn at Hobby Lobby because it's soft, and it's kind of heavy, but it's not too heavy, but it's good for down here. So this is one of the tops that I made, and as you can see, it's sort of scalloped on the end. And what it is I think it's 4. Can you see them? 4 squares. And then you put them together and add your straps to them, and it makes a nice little summer top. So I made one in the red for her. And then this is also Hobby Lobby. I love this cotton yarn, and this is the blue one, so she could wear this with jeans. And it's the exact same one, and it's got the pattern. Oh God, I can't remember who the pattern was for. I mean, who wrote the pattern? But it's a tutorial. It's on somewhere. But I thought this is a great color to wear with jeans. Heck, you can wear it with anything. Now, it does have, you can see through it a little bit, like right here. So I told her to get, and she did it. She got one of those blue and red sports bras to wear underneath of it in the summer. Or else she could put a little tee with it, a little tee, and wear with it. So, I mean, I don't wear stuff like this, but she really likes them. She really likes them. She was super happy with them. But, so yeah, so I made those. I don't know, it's unusual for me to make 2 of anything. But I did make 2 of those. And I think I showed you a couple videos ago that I was making a pillow for myself. And it was the burgundy with the beige, running through it. Well, I frogged it. I didn't like it. I didn't like the way it was coming out. So, it just so happened. Now, this is the yarn, Burnett Satin. Here we go. The Rose Garden that Debbie sent me. Well, I have 4 skeins of Burnett Satin in the beige. So what I'm going to do is make my pillow using these two colors. And I don't know if you can actually see, but it has the red and burgundy in it, but it also has this beige, see? Just matches right up to that. So I'm going to use the same pattern, but I'm going to use these two for the, and I might do the opposite. I might make this in the, in the middle, and then, I don't know. I have to play with it and see which one I want to do. Now, I know these are brunette. Oh, I see. I was going to say they're both the same. Oh, I see. One is 3.5 ounces and one is 2.8 ounces. So if I've got 6 of these, and 6, that's 12, 13, 14, 15 ounces. And this is 3.5 ounces, and I have 4 of those. So it's 12, 13. So I think it would come out about right, don't you think? So it just depends on which one I want to make as the most prominent color. But I think it would look pretty. So I've got it all in my bag. These are plastic. I don't know if you get these, but you know the plastic bags that you get when you get a blanket or sheets or something like that. Well, that's what this is, and I use that as my project bag. And it even has a zipper here on the side where, oh, that goes to the inside, doesn't it? I thought, oh, the pocket's on the inside. No, there's no pocket on the inside of this one. But anyway, this is one of my project bags. But when I saw that, and I had these 4 yarns of the beige, which I was trying to use before, and I thought, now that's going to be pretty. So that's what I'm going to start working on. I'm still working on my tree. What was that red heart, the red scarf with the hearts on them. I think I'm going to trash that. I think I'd like to have a thicker yarn. I think that yarn is a little bit too, oh my God. Is that brunette soft? Oh, I have to check this. Wait a minute, let me take this out. Ugh. I don't know how I make it. I really don't. Let me see. Oh, guess what? It's brunette satin. I didn't realize that was brunette satin in my own house. I didn't know that was here. Oh, I knocked that. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Look at this. Now look at this. But I could use all 3 colors. What do you think? Wouldn't that be pretty? Because see, that's the same red, the same brunette. Oh my goodness. And what color is this? This is called Crimson. Well, guess what? I am changing it all up. It's going to be a pretty pillow. Between the beige, the red, and what's her name got me? I'm all set and ready to go. Well, nothing new around here except I moved my residence into the loo. It's been nice and quiet, rainy. You would not believe the plastic bags I've got that I need to work on. And since today, I might start on those tonight because I've got to, you have to smooth them out, get them nice and smooth, then cut off the ends. And then you have to roll them and then cut them up. So what I do is I tie a bag on my right side of my chair and I tie a bag on the left side of my chair. So that when I cut it, I put the pieces on the right, and then when I cut up the strips, I put that on the left side. And then I take the scraps and put them, in a plastic bag and put them in the recycle bin. So, and then, Debbie sent me a purple one. So I'm going to work with that purple, and I don't know if I have any black bags or not. But I have a friend that lives up in Sarasota, up in the north part of Sarasota, northeast part of Sarasota. And I haven't seen her, but she's another one that collects. She does a lot of shopping, so she has a lot of bags. That's my friend Karen and Jim. And I haven't seen them for a while, so I really need to take a trip. And I might go this week. A girl that I went to high school with is going to be down here this week, and she sent me a message that maybe we'll get together on Tuesday or Thursday. Now, I haven't seen her since we graduated from high school. That was 1963. How many years does that go? 60, 70? I don't know. 60 years? No, I'm 73. I was 8. Who knows? I'm not going to try to figure it out now. But that's the way it goes. It was the last time a girl was in town, Judy McDonald, and I wasn't feeling well, and I couldn't meet her, and she was up in Sarasota also. So hopefully I'll feel better. I can't do it Thursday because I have to play bridge in the afternoon. So we'll see how that goes. With this kind of disease, you don't know from one day to the next how you're going to feel. So I just take it one day at a time. It's hard to make arrangements or make plans for any. Look at that lamp's all crooked. I don't know how that's. No, but the other day. The other day I was thinking I was going to film in my living room, and it just so happened the area that I had picked out has this picture up on the wall. Well, it's crooked, and it's been crooked for 2.5 years. But I was going to explain to y'all to think, I don't want you to sit there and turn your head like this, thinking it's crooked, because it is crooked. But it's so hard. When you get my age and it's hard to get around and even getting behind the couch, I can't get on my knees to move that and use the level, to lever. I can't speak either. To level it correctly. So someday we'll get that done. But it would be nice to have someone to come in like once a month to help with little things like that. Moving things and all that good stuff. But yeah, everything is kind of crooked and dusted. And oh yeah, I did. Last week I told you I took the Swiffer and I swift off three of the thing where the TV is to get the dust off. Well, I had to take the stuff off of the shelf. That's the word I was trying to find. But now I have to dust the stuff that goes on the shelf, and I haven't done that yet. But I figure if I wait long enough, I'll be able to dust it again. Because you just don't know. The dust just flies around in here. I don't know where it comes from. I really don't. So we got, the sand. This is a sandy area. We're right behind me is part of the Myakka River branch. A branch of the Myakka River that runs right behind. In fact, my neighbor was telling me somebody found a manatee out here in our river. And then we have a pond in the development here, and it's got an alligator in it. And if I had a real camera, I'd go out there and film you an alligator. And let me tell you, those things are fast, really fast. They can go up to 60 miles an hour, So you have to be careful. You don't want your little dogs. I used to take Molly when I lived in Lakewood Ranch in Sarasota. I'd take Molly for a walk. Well, it was we were right on a golf course. So at night when people weren't playing, we'd take a walk around and there's these ponds with all these alligators in it. She wanted to go play with them, but she wouldn't last long if she did. They'd eat her up. She was only like 8 pounds. My gosh. They're so brave when they're little, aren't they? Well, listen, I'm going to go. I don't want to keep you very long because I need to work on some stuff. I really do. I'm getting kind of antsy. My fingers haven't been working a lot. I mean, I made the doll yesterday, and I did make a couple more head warmers for my cousin. They're in the box, so I'm not going to undo the box to show you, but they're basically the same. I made a couple more braided ones. Those braided ones are nice. If you go to Virtuous Woman, I guess it is a Virtuous Woman. She has some nice headbands. She really does. She has one that I made. Oh God, and it's on. You know what? It's on tape. And if I knew how that video to this one, you'd see it because I made a short video before I packed it. But I haven't figured that out yet. But I will. And I do have Movie Maker. And then I downloaded something else the other day. And I've got to work on that and see if, see if that's going to help me. I mean, I know I'm not going to get it out of Microsoft. So, Movie Maker, I haven't figured that. It's like looking at Word perfect, like looking at Word or Excel. And you have to know what each one of those little boxes does and stuff. And I've never had any tutorials on Movie Maker, but I have to see it. I can read it, but I need to see it and how it's done. But when I was working, they send us to a lot of classes, and I learned how to do Excel because we use that a lot in accounting, budgeting, and all that good stuff. And Word, I know how to do that, and PowerPoint, and all that good stuff. And much of that hasn't changed. I'm sure it's improved, but it hasn't changed that much. And like I have this cable hooked up so that I can see myself on TV, and it looks so grainy. I don't know. Maybe it's when I dropped this the other day, it might have distorted it. I don't know. Oh, that looks better. No, that doesn't look better. Okay, darlings, I will see you. Keep hooking. I'll check in with you in a couple days and see what my progress is, or if I'm still in resident in the loo there. I've got 2 of them. Yeah, I got 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. And so the big bath is right next to this room, and then the smaller bath is connected to my bedroom. So I have no problem meeting one or the other. Oh, what a mess. Always something, isn't it? Okay, guys. I'd love to shout out, but I'm going to shout out to all. I know people shout out and all that good stuff. I just shout out to everybody. I've been catching up on a lot of videos, and I try to do all my comments and say hi to everybody, and it just takes time, but you guys are wonderful. I love you all very much, and we'll see you next time. Have a good week. Bye. Stay warm. All you people up north, stay warm and safe.